Goodness gracious. Good afternoon here in Port Elliot, South Australia. I've set up a few things on my B.Live live streaming platform, native to the B.Live live streaming platform. Wonderful platform, wonderful live streaming tool. And I get on and there must have been some updates because I haven't got any of my background stuff like I just had to type in that, didn't realise my hair was a bit messy. I had to type in that crawler thingy now. I didn't realise that it wasn't there. I didn't have anything in the agenda. Good afternoon, Anna. Lovely to see you here, and hi there, Tracy. Lovely to see you there. I'm just going to switch that around because there's the view into my garden. I've managed to, looks like I have to drop the overlay. Yes, I couldn't see me. I was hiding behind the leaves. I've tried out a few of the little buttons in the Live because some of the overlays are like these. These are the standard ones that are here at the moment. And certainly we do need to put that out there to create peace in the world, that we need to stop some of this aggression and wars. It's not just Ukraine, it's everywhere. So there's another one. There's some cute little overlays here. I'm just playing with the buttons at the moment. And there's a bird one. Oh, cool. I'll leave that there. That's not too bad. Even if it is over me, that doesn't matter. And we've got Deb here. Good afternoon, Deb. Well, you might need a little echoey. Let me see. I might have something on that is, no, not sure. Let me just have a looky cookie. There shouldn't be an echo. I haven't, as far as I'm aware, I've got nothing else playing. Shouldn't be. Let me have a look. Oh, whoops. I've just got to let Leanne know that I've started the broadcast. She's going to get on as soon as she can. So, live. There we go. Just did that. She's got the link. When she can pop in, she will. I haven't got anything playing, any of the others, so I don't know exactly what might be echoing. Is it still? I wonder if it's the phone out there, because what I've got outside of the camera, hold on, is that still echoing? I don't want you to have to put up with it, because one of the worst things with live streaming is if someone has an echo. I've just muted that. Hang on, let me see if I hide that over there. Can you actually still hear it? Can you hear the sound? I've got the stream of the bird bath off at the moment. That's great. Much better now. If I bring that back in again, is it still doing it? Is there an echo there with that phone outside? Oop, that's better. So it definitely was. Oh, maybe there's something that's a bit weird with that. So anyway, good afternoon to each and every one of you. Instead of putting up all of those little comments, I think we had, I did show that, Deb, you're here because you were one of the first there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Echoing, trying to watch from my time. Because I'm actually streaming it to my YouTube channel, my Facebook profile and my page, and Leanne's page and My Time TV. So I've got all of that. Lynn, g'day there. How are you? I don't think I had your hello up there either. I know I did Deirdre's, didn't I? Did I put yours up there, Deirdre? Great, I'll just put that there. And Tracy, I'm pretty sure, did I have you there? Yeah, look, I might miss some. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Now, is it no more echo? It's perfect. No, it seems to have gone. G'day, Ros there. Yeah. Okay, so it is working well now. I don't know why it's actually showing on my screen that the microphone is not muted on that other, on the one that's out there, you know, the bird bath one, because what I've got sitting out there is my camera from the phone, the iPhone, back camera is sitting on a tripod. And when it goes, I dare say, when the phone goes fully flat, that's when it's going to stop and we won't have that little picture there. So that's what's happening there. I'm just going to see if another, yeah, that works. Some of the widgets work. Because I haven't done a raw Be Live for quite a while. I've usually done it with something else coming in, like as in the eCam, which is a different live streaming platform. I've usually had it with that coming into my Be.Live platform. It's all techie stuff. It doesn't matter. You know me. I like pressing buttons. So there you go. Hi, Michelle. Lovely to see you here. And you jumped over to the live stream somewhere. What page are you on? Because I've got 5 destinations it's going to. Over to the live stream. Yeah. You know, I was hopeful that there was going to be some birds in the bird bath this afternoon. That's why I set it up that way. Because it's actually really nice when I'm sitting here and I hear the goldfinches. They crowd in and really go hell for leather with the way that they actually chatter, sing their little songs, have their bath. It's really lovely. And I wanted to set it up so that I knew that I could do this at any point in time. Partly because what I like is the different ways that Spirit actually do. You know, Spirit actually does talk to us in so many different ways. They show us by various means the messages that they have for us. And sometimes it can be just in that reality of watching birds, hearing their song, seeing how they get together as their little family groups and flitter around. And they're still not there. There we go. And it's very nice and calming just to watch. Yeah, I could sit and watch birds in a bird bath all day. I just do like to. It's a reminder that Mother Nature knows best in how everything is created. It is a nice view, isn't it? Now, and Deirdre, yes, nice close-up of the bird bath. Ros, have one too, and it's peaceful watching the birds. Do you have one with a kookaburra on it like that or something flash, you know, a bit nicer? I like that one. If I had it on the right angle and the camera was straight, you'd see the bird bath itself is a bit crooked. But I'm not showing all of that. It's still really nice to watch, isn't it? So I am here to do a few card pulls, so I'll get to that in a minute. And hi, Julie. I'm just trying to hold these. Oh, look at that doggy. Isn't it cute? So nice. Looks very relaxed. So yours is boring? Nah, they're not boring. Not when they attract the birds. They really aren't. And you've got a lot of maggies in the front yard. You've got honeysuckles and a willy wagtail. I haven't got the willy wagtail very often, but I do have goldfinches, I think they are, and a honeysuckle occasionally. The warbler thingies, they come in sometimes. Definitely the magpies. Just not now because I'm filming. I'm sure that's why. And you love kookaburras too, Deirdre? Cool. Now I'm going to leave the... Oh, that's the other thing I didn't do. Bring in the other camera. Hang on, I've just got to sort that out, see if I can. Because I've got a few cameras sitting here. Is it that one? No, not. Oh, that one's sitting. Oh, look. Now, here's the other one that I've got sitting out the back. We'll see what it comes up with and show that one in stream. Have a look at that. This is the one that I've got from... Oh, we'll mute that. Otherwise, you will get an echo. See that one that's... how do I do this? Do that one as solo. So this is the one that's actually sitting in the window. And you can sort of see it's a little bit dirty, but it's too far away. I can't actually get closer with that one. I'll zoom it in. So I'll take that one out. And I'll get the other camera that is above the table. Then we can actually see more clearly I've got to choose which camera it is. The one that is over the table. and I've got to figure out which way it's sitting. Right, if I show that. Now, does that echo at the moment with the two cameras and the microphones on both? I've got a microphone hooked in and a webcam microphone. Is that echoing? I want to know. Yes, isn't he? So cute. Gorgeous. And you love my clicking? It makes your day. Cool. There is an echo. It confirms now at the moment there should not be the echo because I have turned off that microphone. Cool. So that did echo. Yes, good. So dead me, evil laugh? Nah. Oh, I like that photo. That's pretty cool. That's nifty technique. I might have to try that one night. Yes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Jodie there. Your comments are scrolling up very quickly. I'm missing them. Correct, Ros. Yeah. So it's back to normal. Good. I really like that avatar. So is that statues that are that is being sat between with photo? You know, the camera lights, the light on the mobile is pointing up or something. It looks really good. And Tracy's saying perfect now. Cool. Good. So we've got it. I've got it. So this one here is the card space. There we go. That's my table. Oh, hang on. I went and wobbled it too. I've got a message there for some reason. Not sure what. Oh. Oh, goodness. Yeah, look, Leanne will make it when she can. I think that was the message I missed initially. That wobbles the actual camera stand. There you go. I'm learning, and this wobbles my table because I'm shifting the table. So anyway. I'm going to put that one there. As soon as I see a bird, oh, hang on, don't do that. As soon as I see a bird in the bird bath, I'll flip the cameras around if it's still going because I have no idea how long it takes for the battery to run out on the iPhone. It wasn't fully charged when I put it out there. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. We'll go around to here, and I'm going to just go down, if you don't mind, for each of you for being here. I'm going to go down, and here's Renna is the first good afternoon comment. So I'm going to take the cards from here, the Rana George deck, and I'm going to just flip this. It's called Divination Divided. It's a system for doing cards that Karen Dalton Smith does, Tea with Karen. It's lovely. So what you're going to get is a little mini reading, Renna, that is past, present, future. I've got no idea what your question's going to be. Let's just see what the cards give you. Now, this is a Lenormand deck, not tarot or tea cards. It is the Lenormand deck. So what you've got as your past, present, and future there is going to be, and I need to put it up a little bit further, don't I? So that we can see them all clearly. I think I might almost have to use this particular spread for everyone, though. I did have something to point with before. I'll just put it here. So here we go. Snake, that's the energies of change. So what's come in from the past really is some things have been happening in your life that's indicated there. Who likes snakes? Not too many of us. It can feel like we've been manipulated and things have occurred that aren't within our control to a point. Because when you're out walking, sometimes that snake can be just that thing that is, the surprise factor when you come across them. But what it's showing me is that bringing that in from the past right now is actually what has created that growth. You know how a snake will come into shedding its skin and creating that new pathway for it, that new growth, that new moving across and into that next stage, which being this is the type of layout we're looking at is past, present, future. So currently at the moment, it's sensing that things are really coming good for you, that there is the recognition of where you've been, what you've brought into this present moment, being in the now. And there's that self-congratulations, that self-pride, that self-awareness, that wonderful lifting of the spirit that you are actually in the right space, perfect moment. It just feels like it's all been worth it, is what I'm feeling from that. And then what into the future is there's a bit too much. Don't look too much into the past all the time. Shift that energy so that you're really comfortable with being in your own skin, being you in each and every stage, even into the future. So shifting that into that energy and arena for yourself. Okay, so we'll move that there. I'll do Tracy shortly. I just wanted to check the comments so that I'm not missing too much stuff. So I'll just flip that and we'll do what that one is. Who's next? It was Tracy, wasn't it? Was it Tracy? Hang on, let me see. Yeah, it was Tracy Bing. So we'll go back down here. What have I missed? Oh, there you go. See, there's your question. You already put it there, so that's cool. Would love to know if any spirits are coming through for me. Well, the fact that what we've got is the cards in a system, I accept and acknowledge that Spirit itself, oh, that's the actual guidebook for what is this deck. That's gorgeous cover on it. It's a gorgeous deck, isn't it? So I accept and trust that Spirit's coming through the cards. What shows up as the cards, and the fact that this is a different spread, is what you're meant to be receiving your messages as and bringing them in this way. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that on-screen crawler dover. That's better, a bit better. It's a little less distracting, isn't it? So here we go, 3 cards. Whoops, except it pays to put them up the right way, doesn't it? So here we've got the 3 cards for you, and I'll put them that way. So what you've got is what's hidden. There we've got, that's the first question, and it's to do with the ring. So what is it? Then the challenge and the solution. Interesting spread, isn't it? So what is hidden? What are you actually hiding from yourself? Is there something that you're not acknowledging in that, you know, it's almost like a vow or a promise to yourself that, because I do feel that this is to self. Are you actually partnered at the moment? Are you wishing to be? Are you too scared to be? And committing to that relationship in its fullness. So whether it's your relationship with yourself, you know, accepting you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be where you are at this point in time. And, you know, there's some of that, it does feel like it's a self-esteem thing that you're hiding behind, that you're feeling like you're not good enough, and you are absolutely perfectly good enough. The challenge is to change it up and shed that skin. It is time that you shed that old skin. That's what's coming in for you, so that you can actually then celebrate. And I'm almost feeling a rejoicing in who you are. It feels more than just a bunch of flowers. It really feels like that absolute love of what is natural, bringing it into your space, the close space, not just having to walk out in nature to see what are the flowers on the trees and stop and smell the roses and that type of thing. This really is bringing it in so close to you and your heart that you can actually be fully present with that energy of, and I'm not feeling it as a pride in self, it's a love in self for how you are growing and bringing that through to being the fullness of who you are in this moment now, the present time. It's being present with that, okay? So that's what I'm feeling for you there, Tracy. So, and then we go, oh my, there's a lot of comments there, isn't there? Another system, Renner. Yeah, I like systems. It's like pressing all the buttons. I like gadgets and new things. So it really is fun stuff and wonderful to work with. And you love those cards too, Julie. I like all of the tools that I use. I just have so much fun with them. And Diana, you're saying that you're a snake in the Chinese astrology. I think we were misunderstood. Chinese astrology, I think we're misunderstood. And Julie, look, Lenormand comes in so many different types of decks, the same as tarot do. There's so many different oracle decks as well. It really is just trusting that what Spirit's bringing through in which you need to be using, that's perfectly suited for you for that point in time. And Rena's saying too, acknowledging that it totally resonates with where she is right now. So it is that trust, isn't it? So some more questions here. Feel anything in my future? Hopefully I'll get to them, because what I like to do is to work down from the top. I might not be here for all of it, being able to go through all of them. It's why it does pay to be first in line. We've got Deb. Now, Deb, did you have any other questions? I'm just going to go Deb Wortmeyer, see if you've got a question further down while I'm looking. And it might take a little bit of time, because would love to know who is around you and is there more for you. Let's see. Oh, I'm not doing 4 cards. It just takes too long. Let's see the first. Oh, look, here's a little short one. The heart of the situation. How should I approach this matter? So you'd love to know who's around you and is there more for me. There you go. That's a good question, isn't it? The heart is around you. Okie dokies. Let's just go like this. And I know that Leanne has just popped into my, what do you call it? It's the backstage, isn't it? Oh, you're in the backstage. I can. Can anyone else hear Leanne while she's sitting in the backstage or not? That'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? I don't think so either. So for all intents and purposes, everybody's hearing me talk to myself, but her name is Leanne. So I'll wait till you can get yourself together and just wave when you're ready to pop up. I'll just finish this little mini reading. Okay. And the way I've certainly done it a little differently, Leanne. So anyway, for here, we've got Deb, who's wanting to know who's around her and is there more for her. What we've got in this divination divided spread is the heart of the situation is the stork. So you do have someone around you who is flying high and free, and definitely from spirit. I do actually feel like it is a very young energy. So whether it's someone who entered your life as, I'm actually almost feeling like a miscarriage or something like that you may not have known about. It's a spirit who, like, sometimes it does happen that they enter, but it's not quite the right time. So they go back home essentially until it is the right time. So this is, it is spirit that's speaking to you from that inner self, that inner child. So listen to that inner child, and what is more for you is the messages that you might be getting that are actually in written form. So if you see a book that shines out at you, or a letter, this is the letter, by the way, not the book, but if you see writings that have, quotes on memes and that type of thing that really resonate for you, take that as some of those little messages that this spirit is guiding you toward, and to understanding more of what you're experiencing in that time that you actually see it. So the timing is fairly important, I feel, for what you're seeing in those moments. Okay. Right, there we go. So that one was for you. Oh, gee, I've lost the comment there now. For you, Deb. And I'm going to bring Leanne up, which means I've got to do, I'm trying to think, how do I do this? I'll just bring Leanne up. And then we go, there's Leanne.
Hello.
I'm trying to think, how do we do this with the 3 things equally? That's the equal.
Yeah.
I don't actually want them equal, so I want you next to me. We can still shift these around. We can.
We can. It's changed a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I hopped into, and I'm just going to shift that out to the side. Oh, whoop. I hopped into the Be Live studio, which I haven't used since this morning.
So long ago.
I had closed it all out, and as I'd come into, I think I had to log in again, and my branding and logos and overlays and everything's not there. It's all just back to what is the default of
Oh,
B.line.
wow.
So I'm thinking, oh, okay. Well, it got me thinking, how am I supposed to do this when I haven't got everything uploaded? I just go live anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. It was impromptu, remember?
Oh, yeah, this one
They
is.
weren't BeLive weren't expecting you.
Obviously not, but I knocked on the door.
That's it, exactly. And I found on Wednesday night, I had issues as well. I couldn't bring two of us up on screen at the same time. But if I used somebody else's thing in the green room, I could bring them up and turn their camera off, and it then gave me two. It was weird.
Yeah, it had to be, because I haven't had any issues at all in the morning streams.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what tomorrow morning's is, because it is a scheduled one. So whether the setup's the same as usual or whether it comes back to this raw, I don't know.
We will find out tomorrow.
Have you seen this one? I'll show it up. You can see that, can't you?
Oh, yes. Cool. Have you got your camera in your front yard?
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah, isn't it? But
that's gorgeous.
The flaming birds decided not to come and play.
Of course.
I'm a bit disappointed.
It's always the way, isn't
Just
it, when you want
it.
That's it.
I just figured if I set the tripod up out there with the iPhone on it, it's a little program called IUN webcam. So Irian webcam or something.
Okay.
You have it on your computer and on the phone. You just turn it on both, and you can bring it in as another camera without having to do cords and stuff.
Don't you love technical stuff?
Yeah. I don't have to have a GoPro, just use my iPhone.
No, that's it. Perfect. That's it. Maybe we need to do that when we do ghost busting.
Yes.
That would work for that.
I think we still, we're going to have to play with that. Press some more buttons.
Yeah. We know you like buttons, Ros.
Oh, yeah. I do.
I love it. Hey, Julie.
I'm just trying to find where all the comments, because I have got a lot of comments there, and I'm going to miss some of them, I know, because this really is just an impromptu, because I was just so tired last night. When
you sounded it.
Yeah, when I was talking to you, it was, what was it, 7:30?
It was something like that. Yeah, it would have been.
And I was still I was yawning already. I just I couldn't have stayed awake enough to have done a full show. And I did watch NCIS because I love that show.
Yeah.
I've seen all the replays, don't care. I like it.
That's it.
Finished watching it and then went to bed. So that was, 8:45. I know I was in bed before 9:00.
Yeah.
It's highly unusual for me.
And I know I did sort of similar. I ate my tea because when we spoke on the phone, our tea had just arrived, and I then sat there in my chair and did a meditation and fell asleep through the meditations.
That's why I can't.
You're a good pair.
I like doing the drum meditations on Wednesdays and Thursdays, because I'm the one doing the drumming. I have to stay awake. And you're doing. I'm not part of the meditation as such. So, but I am in a sense, because it's all of the energy that's around. You hold space for a meditation.
You do,
so.
And it's amazing feeling when you do that.
That's
I like being on both ends of it. Hey, Gigi, how are you, honey?
So now, where are you seeing all these? I've just
at the bottom. Yeah.
So there. Oh, the Deidre in there. Yes, because you're here. Yeah. So there, and Julie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest are probably more. Yeah, the questions that have started coming in. Thank you from Deb, because I've just done that one for Deb. That reading. It's an interesting system. Have you seen this one, Leanne?
No, I was actually admiring it while you were finishing off that last reading.
Yeah.
How cool.
So it's actually, and I will pull the book over because I like using new things. So this is, I'll just show it in full to everyone so that they can see it fully. Now, this is Divination Divided. It's one of the newer tools that if you can see down the bottom, there it is, the copyright, Tea with Karen. Oh, now I can't see it.
There we go.
There it is, with Karen. It is trademarked, so be wary anyone trying to copy it because it is pursued. The system is definitely trademarked and copyrighted. It's a wonderful idea. I had a similar idea yonks ago, but she's done it, and it's gorgeous. In a slightly different way to how I had imagined it, but it goes through these explanations, but it's split.
Oh, wow.
So that you can
Reminds me of a book as a kid.
Yeah. So
cool.
you get so many different, and there's the blanks on that side as well if you want to do something with, I suppose, whiteboard marker. I'm not sure. I'm not going to try it, but there is 60 of these divided pages. Like that's 60 of these types. So all up you can get a combination of, I don't know how many you can do. So for me, I'd go like that and then lay the cards above for this one. Or you can actually do something that gives you 5 or 6 cards. It just depends on what combination you want to put there. So if you ask people to do 7, what number between 1 and 60, or choose 2 numbers between 1 and 60, and you can get, that sort of mix of a reading. There's 8 cards you can use as a reading.
I just love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love it that people are thinking outside the old ways, the old structures, because that's so yesterday's energy sort of thing. So well done to her for such an
she's got teacups and all sorts. You just got to go on her Etsy site and then contact her direct. Well, I do contact direct. Then you get a picture.
I love it. I love the different tools to play with.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, so that's part of what I just started to do because we were waiting for you.
Yeah. I had an all free day and then I ended up with a client and then a phone call and I was like, there goes my Saturday morning. But it needed to be that way for a reason.
Well, it is. I mean, we were going to be at Renmark reading anyway. So it's unfortunate because of your connections.
I know. Those bloody connections could keep their bugs to themselves. Mind you, we have tested negative so far for 2. Today's day 5. So I have to do my test yet. My daughter did hers this morning and she's negative. So
yeah. Oh, that's good.
It was so funny the first night of the first day 1, when we had to do our test. We actually had a little COVID test party sort of thing. We all sat there together and did it together. And oh, thank you. My God, my family is going nuts already, and it was only day 1.
I can imagine. It was the days when we were kids, when my kids were kids, that you didn't mind having them getting all the childhood diseases because it's not that we did parties for it, but they've come home and one of them's got chickenpox. They've come home and someone's got mumps or whatever. I think Daniel, no, that was me. I got mumps as an adult. Daniel was probably only 3 months or 3 weeks. Not nice on boys.
No.
But he was too young to remember. I remembered because it's things like that. I've had shingles twice. It's things like that. The chances of really getting really, really, really crook aren't as high as what they make it to be with this. There are survivors. Yes, there's deaths and everything, but it's still part of allowing our own immune system to cope, to build up resistance, to do what the body does. It's a fantastic machine. In all its naturalness,
That's it. And the close contact we've been in contact with, he's vaccinated. I wouldn't quite say it's a cold, but it wouldn't be a flu. It's a little bit sort of, the sore throat, the temperature and stuff for a night type of thing. And the cough is probably the biggest part he's got at the moment, apparently. So, last time we checked on him, put it that way. I haven't checked today.
Well, I dare say you would have heard if it wasn't a good thing.
That's it. Exactly. So, and it's like everything. You just nurture yourself through it. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, it is. It's that nurturing and taking care and being gentle.
That's it.
If there was
Exactly.
any birds out there yet. No, there's
And
not. Somewhere, sorry.
but, and I wasn't willing to put you at risk or the clients that we see over the
Yeah.
weekend. So I'm
Yeah.
behaving myself.
Yeah, well, driving in a car for 3.5 hours is being put at risk.
It's definitely close contact.
I thought, thank you, Leanne.
That's it, exactly.
Thankfully, we can reschedule the accommodation.
Yep,
So,
a couple of weeks and we should be back on the road. Yes.
So it's good, isn't it? We look
is.
forward to when we can actually get up there. So spread the word still that we're going to be at Renmark. To everybody there that has friends in Renmark, let them know.
Yeah.
My bookings weren't quite full, so there still is room for those that can make it.
Yeah.
And I dare say yours had some spots too.
I still had a couple, yeah. So even just reach out, even though our calendar links we've closed at the moment until we rebook the accommodation, reach out. I'm taking people's names and I'm saying to them, next week once we reschedule, I will be in contact to book in.
Maybe that's probably what I should do, because all I use is the Calendly, and how do you just take names? Just let me know on the messages.
That's it.
Facebook.
People, I'm just putting in their name and phone number in my calendar, sort of thing on this weekend.
Reserve the spot until we know details.
That's it.
You see, sometimes it's the simplest things that the most obvious are the simplest things. I don't always take notice. I'm after the gadgets. The buttons.
That's it. It's sometimes good to go back to basics, Ros.
yeah, exactly. And I'm looking through to find the basics. Now, where was I up to in this list that I was going to do some more readings as well?
I distracted you. Sorry. Was it Deb that you did last time?
I think it was, but I'd slipped down to where she'd actually asked a question. I know I've done Renna's because she was first up in the list. Renna and Tracy. I haven't done one for Deirdre, so Deb was. So it's Deirdre that's next. So somewhere where Deirdre may have asked a question. Can you see it in the list? We might just do it that way.
She loves the way you find such interesting tools. I love the bookings that we like.
Oh gosh,
she doesn't ask questions very often. She just lets you know she's here to support.
Yeah, that's right.
So Deirdre, maybe you could ask a question, honey.
Yeah,
how's that?
That's good.
No, there's no question for Deirdre.
No. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Ros, I find interesting tools to do readings. Love the book and those little cards that I was using recently a week or two ago. And they are here still too. That was the tea leaf reading cards. And I'll do them another time. What I'd actually like to do is actually showcase a little bit of a demo on each of the different tools that I'm going to be taking with me to Renmark. I thought that might be a good way of showing people what actually is a reading done with this particular set. Because I've got lots now. Not just
they are very interesting though, a lot of them.
They are, aren't they?
Diane's asking, where did you get the divination dividers? I can't even say that word today.
Divination. It's divination divided.
Yeah.
Tea with Karen. And how do we type in the thing? That was the other thing that I've lost, the live sales links. Not there at all. That's how I discovered this is back to default, and I don't know how come. So it is. What was I doing? Typing in.
Maybe if you show the box so people can see how her name's spelt, the book, I mean.
If you go, there's an Etsy store there that is. Oh, is that backwards or frontwards?
And that's right on my end.
Good. It's tea with Karen with an I.
Yeah.
So I'll try and type that in. So if you look, tea with Karen, you can look on Facebook for her page. I think it is Tea with Karen. Did I spell it right? Was it from Tea with Karen? Yeah.
There
Tea
we go.
with Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think if you search for that, you'll find it. I know she has an Etsy store named that, which is where I've got a few of mine from, but because I've bought a few things now, she did mention maybe if I directly contact her.
You need to get a affiliate link.
Well, it's a funny thing. The local store, the Elliot Oak, where I'm doing the meditations from, she's expecting a box of goodies from Tea with Karen. So there'll be a few extra things. I'm certainly going to be purchasing a sigil tile, so looking forward to that. So yes, for any who don't know what a sigil is, it's interesting. Look up on YouTube for Tea with Karen and you'll find a little video that she's done of that, because she's on YouTube as well.
Oh, cool.
I do enjoy to promote others who have that wonderful creative and spirit guided, with what we can use to further our own info, things that we learn.
Yeah, definitely.
Like these, promote each other, support each other. There's Leanne's cards with Deb. She created those.
And if anybody wants a deck, you can get them and you're out Gawler Barossa way that way.
Yeah, and that's
north. At the Gawler Barossa Jockey Club, the Psychic Expo is on there this weekend, and Deb is there selling them. So tell Deb I sent you along if you want to get a deck.
And that's the website, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Did I spelled it right? Yes, I've got it's the .com.au for that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
So you've got the link wherever you're watching this from. It's gone to the YouTube, my page, my profile. Oh, it doesn't go to the profile. It goes to mytimetv.live though. Yeah. So there you go. There's so many different things. Here's a numbers work deck that is something I've started using. I think that you've got to actually connect with Lynn Buzzertill to purchase those direct from her. I don't know that she's got a website for that. But there's, just ask the questions. I might know where it comes from.
It's amazing when you ask things how much you actually get out of it.
Yeah. Now, where did we get up to? Oh, Julie, you had chicken pox in January. This one,
it's worse as an adult in there.
It's what?
Worse as an adult to have chicken pox.
I think any of those childhood, the ones that are a bit easier when you're a kid, as an adult, yes, they are worse. The mumps was horrendous. The shingles, the second time I got them as an adult, was horrendous. Yeah, thankfully not in the eyes, but pain.
My grandfather used to suffer with shingles.
Yeah, and chicken pox is a shingles virus, same one. All sorts of things like that.
Yeah. We asked Deidre to ask a question. She would love a card, ladies. Just what I need to know.
Oh, where's that?
1307.
There we go. And I'm going to use my Lenormand deck because it's what I've got close handy. The other one's got the lid on it. But you won't get snaps this time.
No snaps. So I'll let you go first.
The stork, flying free, I'm actually feeling that is new messages too and change coming ahead. So take note of what feelings you're having in directions you might be. There you go. That's better so I can see my face too, explaining it. Taking the direction from spirit that you're moving in the right direction for that change to happen with ease and grace. Okay.
Perfect. And the card, honey, I have is palette. And I smiled when Ros said change is coming because it's about this card is also about expressing yourself, learning something new, be creative, sit in that higher vibration, that feminine energy at the moment. Okay. Don't you love it when we lose cards?
And guess what?
Just so gracefully.
Change is definitely happening. There's some old stuff that you need to get rid of. This card of this deck, when I had my hand in plaster still, I dropped it and I wheeled over it with the caster. Can you see how it's got a bit of a crease there? So it's dented.
Change is coming.
Definitely needing that one as well there, Deidre.
Yeah.
Now, who else? Who is next? There's an anything for me there from someone. Nat, anyone around me, Ros? Anything I need to hear? Let's see. What's for you, Nat?
I get big smiles around you, honey. So to me, I feel there's a lot of positive stuff moving in.
And upside down birds. Isn't that wonderful? And the bird, still not in the bird bath.
Just because you're waiting for the birds, they're not going to come.
Yeah, I think that's gorgeous. Like, I really do enjoy watching birds. I love it when the bird cards come out and reveal themselves. It is an indication you need to be communicating. It's as much listening as it is the talking too. So feel into what needs to be spoken and what needs to be heard.
Yeah. And I had to smile when I turned this card over, because when I said to Nat, I feel there's positive stuff coming, I was getting also the reference, and I feel like it's a subject we could talk about, is the need to step out of the hustle. So, honey, whether things been very hectic for you at the moment, but this is very much about endurance, perception, and persistence. You're on the right path, so keep that steady path going. All right, let that energy just flow through as it needs to. Okay, move away from the hustle.
Yeah, most turtles, are they in water?
Mostly.
There's some that aren't.
Yeah.
No,
They'd be dry old crapping into things, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Now, what was this one? Julie, what are your feels on the guy I'm talking to? Is he right for me?
Yeah. And I noticed, I think it was Julie put there that she's changed her name. So, hey, Julie.
Oh, where?
Down at 1311. Used to be Julie Turner.
Oh, because I've got Julie McDonald there again too. Yeah. Still the same question.
So, yeah, same person.
11. I used to be Julie Toner. Yep, changed your name. I don't know that I know. Well, I don't know if I've known her. I've seen the Julie McDonald before.
I love it. So, Julie, your question was around the guy that you're talking to at the moment. I feel like I'm in two minds with it. I do feel like there's two levels to this. It's the feeling of not wanting to rush into things and take things nice and steady. But at the same time, I also get the reference to there is the need to open your heart up, allow that energy to come in and flow as well. So don't put pressure or expectations on it. Let it flow as it needs to. And the turtle came back up, and I literally just split the deck in half and pulled a card out. So slow and steady.
I'm just grinning to myself because I'm sort of thinking, oh, goodness, Birch, Broom and Webb, not SM, is it? You talk at the stage of talking. I do feel good vibes, but it really is that cleaning old energy out too, as far as what is past and leaving that as the behind you type of thing. Sweep it clean to really feel that energy moving through for you with him. Yes. Did I have that one there from Kelly before? No,
I haven't seen it, but I need to go and get a card.
We're both taking dives. So usually when the cards fly out like that, they're important. Take notice.
They are. Yeah,
what did you have that flew out?
So the ink quill, but just to Kelly's question, anything for me is my mum where she should be. Yes, I get yes very strongly with that. Now the ink quill and quill is very much about look at the contracts that you're signing, the agreements that you are making. So this can be through verbal contracts, it can be paper form contracts. Just look at all the details that are being agreed on at the moment.
And this is actually in this deck, it's one of the extras that you don't normally get in a Lenormand. So it's card number, I can't see that backwards, 38. So it brings it back to being an 11. So it's actually a powerful number as far as numerology goes, but it's also, because it's incense, it's actually cleansing and perfuming the air around and about and surrounding what is the situation with your mum. So to me, it really does feel cleansing and in the right space and place for the right time at the moment. So that's what I'm getting from that card. It's putting out to all corners that is the perfume of spirit and that connection. You know, it's not missing any spaces just because, you know, with a duster you can miss spots. The incense and that energy goes to all corners, nooks and crannies. etc. So, yeah.
And I love how you say we miss spots, because there's a spider web that's hanging up here that I missed, and it keeps annoying me.
Yeah, I've started actually having a cleaner fortnightly because my back and that just can't handle washing the floors and stuff anymore. So I do have that extra little treat. That's, to me, it's not a treat; it's essential.
Yeah,
And
it's
you go
nice to
around
have
afterwards and think, "Oh, I missed that. But it's not that bad. It's not that important. There was a spider web on the wall."
Yeah, and it's funny because I can see the spider web from my ring light, but the spider's right up in the corner of the room, hanging in midair. So it's still attached.
It'll stay there until it falls off.
Yeah, as long as it stays that end of the room, I'm fine. Doesn't fall on my desk.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking now. Did we do one?
I'm looking at Deidre's comment. I reckon that's a message for both of you. Heads down, bums up. I'm trying to work less, not more. Achieve more, but work less.
Yes. Yeah, it's efficiency of time, motion, and energy expended, that sort of thing. So if it flies out, you don't have to shuffle anymore. Good one. Now, Lynn's mentioning she met a man this week. Was the attraction mutual, or was he just being friendly?
I do get it's mutual, but I also get there's a lot there that blocks around his heart space. So he's been through stuff in the past that he needs to work on.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's not going to be a long term. I think it is, for myself, the energy I'm feeling around it is it's more a really good friendship rather than anything that's deeper, with a deeper connection. But you never know. Sometimes it really is the best energy to move with is being good friends first, and you don't know what's going to develop for that in the end anyway. I just flipped that one over. It's the fox. Plan well your movements is what I'm feeling with that. It's not that the fox is sly, that he is. It's just, for me, what I'm getting from that is it is, choosing what that next step will be rather than just jumping in. So, yes, married. Now, Tracy, I did a reading for her. Yes, married. Couldn't ask for anyone more perfect. Well, that's good. But I can't remember the question. That's right. Deirdre had put that. Interesting tools to do readings. Love the book and those other little cards. We put that up before, didn't we? Now, we haven't done one for Shazza yet, have we? Oh, shit.
My phone was just ringing too.
I think I've got a webinar on in about 10 minutes. I've totally
there you go. There's a reminder.
That's what the reminder was. We'll do 5 more minutes and then I do have to go. So for Shazza, we didn't have one. We haven't done any for her yet, have we?
No,
and we'll do Bridget's that's just above that in a minute too.
Perfect.
Because I can see it.
I love it. So, honey, where Ros's pond has, the butterfly has come out and it's very much looking for that confirmation. Look for the signs above. Your loved ones are around you. So trust in that connection. And
that beautiful butterfly, what are they attracted to? Flowers. The flowers are coming in like it really is that. In a way, smelling the roses, take time to smell the roses, even for yourself. Although butterflies don't actually have a long time lifespan, they are still part of what is our ecosystem, our environment, and have that creation of their part in the perfect balance of what is natural and around about us. What I'm feeling there with the bouquet of flowers, the vase of flowers, is be your natural self. Acknowledge that is the beautiful you. Display yourself in its best front of, we arrange our flowers in such a way that they do look beautiful when we put them in a vase. We water them. We do little things to actually keep them lasting longer. I'm feeling it's just time to do a little pampering for yourself as well, okay? And we've got Bridget there.
Hey, Bridget.
A message from my husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, honey, okay. I'm going to start with the card first. Okay. So the stag is very much about looking at the bigger picture. Look at what's going on behind the scenes. Look beyond the now sort of thing. I do get there's more stuff at play that needs to be taken care of. Now, I don't feel that it is negative. I just feel like it's something we need to balance. You know how much he loves you. Okay, so I don't know if you have been doubting yourself lately or questioning things, the emotions, the feelings that you are going through. I just get the reference from him. The love is so strong. All right, so please trust in that love. And when you are having a moment, go back within and feel his love because he guides you. All right.
And certainly confirmed by the ring, the commitment, the vows, never ending. And that absolutely does confirm that.
Truly.
Yeah. So unless there's one that sticks out at you there, Leanne, as I'm quickly scrolling through, it's what it is, isn't it? Even on our usual night, we do run out of time, and I'd forgotten totally about the webinar.
Lucky you set reminders. Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can still get on. It's a Zoom, and apparently once you actually the link that I use, it's got to be before they start, otherwise I'm locked out. So I better go.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ros. This is lovely. The sun's shining and we're doing our thing, even though we can't travel.
Yeah, and there we go. Finish on the pond bird bath. We'll see you later, everyone.
See ya.